Well, hello there, Fire Wolves. My name is James Kast. I'm a mechanical engineer at the University of California, Irvine. And I heard you need a little expert advice on a dam that you're doing some research on in Yosemite. So I'm going to provide a little advice for you on that. I actually do a lot with alternative energy work, especially in fuel cells, so just a different way to generate electricity. So the one thing I want to start with is, what are the benefits of a dam? You're talking about whether we should get rid of this dam or replace the electricity to keep the base load of a city. You have to be able to replace electricity in a renewable way that doesn't have a detrimental effect to the environment more than the dam would already have. So you have the dam already in place, which means you don't have any upfront cost of any more technologies. You don't have to worry about any greenhouse gas emissions that are related to constructing another technology. So you have this actually very renewable source already in place. You're taking a source of water that's already there in the environment and able to generate electricity through the water movement through the dam. And by doing this, there is no other greenhouse gas emissions that can affect your climate change, that can affect the environment in a negative way, except for maybe changing the ecosystems or things of that like. So when thinking of this, you have to outweigh the benefit of what the existing dam is already giving to you over what it's doing to the environment currently, and if it's worth trying to replace the dam with other technologies. Some of these technologies you could use, you need to have, first of all, quality power that is not intermittent. So the dam is always reliable. You always have water coming through, you can always generate electricity. There's things that you can place with, for instance, especially in California, using natural gas power plants. That is something used widely around California. Other things like coal or other renewables, coal we actually can't use in California, so the renewables there you could replace with things like wind or solar or geothermal, and then more of my expertise, the fuel cell market, which we could use natural gas and essentially generate electricity that way. Many of these are obviously can be more expensive than, the dam's already there, there's no capital cost related, so you have to again outweigh the economics of the situation. But with the natural gas, you're still going to be generating greenhouse gas emissions that the dam is not, whereas things like the solar or the wind or the fuel cells will not really be generating any extra greenhouse gas emissions. So those are some things to consider there. Okay, so let's decide that you do want to demolish the dam and replace the power with a different form of energy generation. There's a couple things you have to consider here. One, of course, is that in the process of the demolition, you have to use things like diesel trucks and other equipment which will generate more greenhouse gas emissions just in the removal of the previous technology. Again, these will be things that are affecting your climate and the nearby areas that the dam has not been doing in the past. You also have to consider you have all this concrete of the dam now that you must be able to dispose of in an environmentally friendly way. This is, again, just all these considerations of if you're going to get rid of the dam, it could be great for some reasons, but it could also provide some negative cases as well. Again, on this point of, during the demolition of the dam, you have to think of the construction of the newer technology. So if you do get rid of the dam, you have to then construct a natural gas plant or a wind turbine or a solar plant. And by doing this, again, this construction process is going to have more greenhouse gas emissions than just the plant itself, but just in the construction process, demolition process, the transition will emit some as well. All right, well with that, I think I'll conclude my discussion here today. I hope that my expert advice and perspective helps you in your next debates with this, and hopefully it will give you a lot to consider in your decision. So with that, good luck, and I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.